We're currently looking up at a koala asleep in a tree. I can't believe we've officially seen all of Australia's big 5 native animals in the space of 2-3 days. Hi guys, I'm Izzy.
And I'm Jake.
And last year we quit our jobs in England and booked a one-way flight to start backpacking around the world. We spent the first 7 months of our journey backpacking around Asia, and then in January this year we booked a flight to Sydney, Australia. We've been making videos and documenting our journey every step of the way, so if you'd like to join us, please subscribe and enjoy today's video. Morning everybody, welcome to Van Life Day 8. We are in Koala National Park.
Really lovely around here. Malakuta, it's got lots of creeks and a lot of wildlife, bird life, fair weather, cold in the night, fair weather though today. Tomorrow is raining all day, heading over towards Lakes Entrance. A bit like going back to the Lake District really, I suppose. So yeah, we're just trying to organise things for our day. Lovely warm shower this morning, beautiful clean campsite, really great. Clearly lots of things had visited around the van last night, but yeah, we were flat out. We were exhausted.
Yeah, so last night we were at a campsite called Malakuta Shady Gully, and it was only $20 for the night, which was really good. And yeah, the facilities were great, really nice and clean, and we always love a hot shower. But yeah, our final destination today is Lakes Entrance, and yes, we'll see you on the way. We're currently looking up at a koala asleep in a tree. I've taken some pictures on my camera because it's quite high up, my phone won't reach it, but I'll try and get a video on my phone.
What she's not told you is we've just had to do a koala.
Oh, we did like a seance, like a little prayer circle with Keith.
With Keith the Kanga, who's come up trumps again.
Yes.
It's incredible. It's right in the little nook of a branch. And it's the main trunk.
It's really hard to see on here, but that little lump. We were just at Double Creek Nature Trail and we saw 2 koalas in the wild, which is so cool.
They are so cute, yeah. Really cute.
One was like proper lifting its head up and looking around every time I was like making a little noise, and I got a little bit on camera on my video on my camera, not on my phone, because they're quite high up in the trees. We didn't expect them to be that high up, but then anytime I've seen them in zoos or anything, they don't have trees that high up for them to go in, so I guess that's why. But yeah, I can't believe we've officially seen all of Australia's big 5 native animals in the space of 2-3 days.
It's really cool. It's really cool because, as I say, a lot of people say it's very special to see. Well, all of it, because they're not that common. And for me now, I don't tend to go to any of the wildlife areas or anything like that, other than actually wanting to see them in the wild. Some of these animal parks, conservation ones I'm okay about, but some of them it's not right. They need to, you know, be in their native land, in the wild, and just doing what they need to do in their habitat. conservation side to protect the species, I understand. Then I get the hospitals as well, the sanctuaries and the hospitals that, you know, help the injured and things like that.
Yeah, a koala sanctuary is where Jake and I saw some when we were in Port Macquarie when we did our East Coast trip in July. And that was good to see, because you know that they're rehabilitating them, and then they do eventually release them back in the wild if they can, or if they've been permanently damaged by a car accident or anything, they just look after them, obviously, for the rest of the koalas' lives, which is nice as well.
I've seen some of these whale trips and things like that where the boats all over the world are getting too close to the whales. It's not right. I don't think I'd ever go on a whale trip again like that. I mean, I've been on one in Canada in the 90s. But we didn't get up close. They were just naturally in the environment breaching, and we saw them, and the ranger in the boat kept his distance, which was brilliant. Same with South Africa. But yeah, the animals and mammals need the respect of their own place, you know, their own habitat rather.
Unfortunately, we got halfway down the road and it was closed. A lot of these national parks we've been to more recently, not so much closer to Sydney, definitely kind of the last couple ones. The roads have turned very dirt gravel roads, just kind of out
very sandy, uneven,
yeah,
affected by water damage, and we couldn't really understand it. And then we saw the sign for Point Hicks saying due to fire damage, and then when you look at the sides, and we thought it was just through human negligence, leaving something and like a barbecue fire or a glass bottle that would set them off. There are those fires, but a lot of the fires are caused by lightning. So yeah, and you look at a lot of the trees, they're burnt at the bottom on both sides of the road, which clearly then has affected all the road. There's huge like sort of potholes, and it's lifted the road up on the tarmac. So the type of camper van we've got is not for that. It's not four-wheel drive, and it's a challenge. It really is a challenge.
You've probably been able to tell by some of the clips I've taken in the last couple of ones, and they're really shaky.
Yeah, we've really pushed Galileo.
Yeah.
So that's a big point as well, that you can actually go 15, 20 kilometres, which seems a long way, and you're excited because you want to see the attraction at the end, like the first seal points today, and we couldn't get down there, and we'd already done the 20 kilometres. So when you're looking at fuel, I do think maybe if you went on the NSW or the state national park web pages, maybe that would tell you. But again, we only have Wi-Fi where we camp.
Yeah.
So you haven't got Wi-Fi. It's a bit like in the Northumberland National Park. It's very, very sporadic. You're not guaranteed to get a signal, so you can't research things as you go. So that's another point. Research everything, look at the weather. Have they had fires? If they've had fires, the south here, the territory of Victoria that we are now in, the state of Victoria, sorry, that we're now in, is very, very like England with the weather. And the vegetation is very, very green down here. More woodland, started talking about hippos,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden this like humongous big flank
it was a
there.
cow,
I thought,
yeah.
what the hell was that? And all of a sudden the antlers on it was huge.
And
Wow.
the car scared it off a bit, but oh my gosh, I think sometimes you forget that they have things like that here.
Ordinary wildlife.
Yeah. We've seen one deer and then that stag there, but oh my gosh.
But it's funny because they have very short legs compared to our deers and stags, which have quite longish legs, and they don't. They've got very short, stumpy legs actually. Yeah.
Good morning everybody. It is a rainy one today, so I think I'm going to put van life day 7 and 8 together in this one video because I really don't think we'll get a lot done today. So yeah, welcome to van life day 8. Today we're heading to Wilson's Prom National Park. That's where our campsite is, and we're kind of heading straight there because with this rain there's not really much you can do. We don't really have any waterproof coats. Not because we didn't think it wouldn't rain, we just knew that it would be kind of few and far between, so we didn't really bring any. But yeah, the rain is always good to help prevent the forest fires, so we can't complain too much as we've been enjoying the national parks. And yeah, we will see you on the way. day 10. So I'm going to end today's video here. We hope you enjoyed it. It was freezing cold through the night last night. So yeah, and all day yesterday really, there was on and off rain. We found out the van has a bit of a leak because all the bed was wet when we opened up the doors yesterday after driving, after it had been raining, so that's always interesting. But yeah, if you want to see our van life day 10 about our time on Wilson's Farm National Park, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye! So we're currently looking up at a kangaroo asleep in it. I'll try and get it. This happens when you have a McDonald's. No wonder you're stuck having them.
Oh my god, it's bloody freezing.